CRM stands for Crew Resource Management. CRM is using all available resources, information, equipment, and people to achieve safe and efficient flight operations. This video will analyze the tragedy of Delta Airlines Flight 191 and the breakdown in CRM.
Each day, millions of Americans travel the nation's skyways using commercial airliners. Between July 1970 and July 1985, the National Transportation Safety Board says 404 people died in at least 5 air crashes caused by an especially brutal freak of nature called wind shear. On a hot day in August 1985, 137 people were added to that list.
All flights have specific and unique threats associated with them. Successful CRM includes methods of TEM. TEM stands for Threat Error Management and allows crews to identify certain errors that may affect their flights. Threats can be found in many aspects of flight, from ground crews to maintenance to weather to the airplane, air traffic control, missed approaches, and automation. There is a threat in almost every aspect of flight. Delta Airlines Flight 191 faced many threats, some of which were caused by air traffic control, the weather, and the technology of the airplane. Here are some scenes of different threats the crew of Delta Airlines Flight 191 experienced.
Thanks. Weather looks pretty good en route, Bill. Oh, we got some low scattered clouds and a 9-knot breeze.
Good.
This is Encinas at the National Weather Service. Yeah, tell Fort Worth that everything looks pretty normal. I'm going to break for an early lunch. I won't be long.
The unforecasted weather in Dallas presented a major threat for the flight crew of Delta Flight 191. Technology also presented a threat as weather radar systems are not what they are today. The concept behind the Swiss cheese model is that threats line up to create a perfect storm situation. While one threat may not cause an incident or accident, if you start layering the threats, they become more and more likely. For success of a flight, the 3 pillars of CRM, TRM should be used. These are leadership, skill, and professionalism.
Delta 191 Heavy, this is Fort Worth Air Traffic Control Center. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. The altimeter is 29901. Suggest now heading 250 to join the Blue Ridge 010 radio and track inbound. We have a good area for you to go through.
Delta 191 Heavy, I'm looking at a thunderstorm cell at about a heading of 255. It's a pretty good sized cell. I'd rather not go through it. I'd rather go around it one way or another.
Can't take you to the south, 191 Heavy. Got a line of departures to the south. I've had about 60 aircraft go through this area out here, 10 to 12 miles wide. They're getting a good ride. Okay, when I can, I'll turn you into Blue Ridge. It'll be about the 010 radio.
Roger, understand.
Must be planning to turn us before we get to that area.
I better put the girls down.
Pilots may display hazardous attitudes. The following is an example of an invulnerability attitude.
Now,
We're gonna get our plane washed. What? We're gonna get our airplane washed.
The final decision that led to this accident was the captain's decision to continue his approach and fly into the storm. It is important to notice that at no point did the captain ask for the opinion of the rest of his crew. The captain also did not ever think to initiate a go-around procedure.
Lightning coming out of that cloud.
Where?
Right ahead of us.
Tower, this is 191 Heavy out here in the rain.
Delta 191 Heavy, this is DFW Tower. 17 left, clear to land. Wind 090 degrees at 5 knots, gusting to 15 knots.
Roger. 191 Heavy, clear to land. Thank you.
Delta 191 Heavy, maintain 150 knots.
Roger. 191. Reducing to 150. Gear down. Watch your speed. Hang on to it. Watch your speed. There it is. You just dropped 20 knots. Push it up. Push it way up. Way up.
Trying.
Gaining a little. That's it. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Whoa, up. Push it way up. Whoa, up. Whoa, up. Whoa, up.
Delta, go around. Delta, go around.
Whoa, up. Flight slope. Whoa, up. Whoa, up.
My solution to this accident would be to first realize that the weather was not what it was forecasted to be. I would have asked air traffic control for an update in the weather report, which may have alerted the weather office that something was wrong. I then would have asked my cockpit crew for their opinion on the weather and would have come up with a solution together. I would not have only relied on air traffic control for a solution. I would have finally called for a go-around the second I noticed something was wrong and saw the drop in my airspeed or heard the alerts coming from the GPWIS on the airplane.